Hi, the security and safety checks are complete. Can we start boarding now?
Yes, please.
Thanks.
Back from the walk around, no issues.
Pull up. Wind shear. Up. Terrain. Pull up. Don't sink. Don't sink. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Gear. Too low. Flaps. Too low. Terrain. Glide slope. Bank angle. Bank angle. Minimum 500, 400, 300, 200.
Hi, here's the fuel slip.
Thanks.
Anytime.
Good morning. Thank you. Good morning. Thank you.
Here's the load sheet.
Thank you. Set course on your side 270.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to you all. My name is Jasmine and I'm your cabin supervisor on your flight today. We would like to extend a warm welcome to our frequent flyers and guests from other international partner airlines. So we can depart as soon as possible, please take your assigned seat, observe the no smoking and fasten seatbelt signs. Only light hand baggage should be placed in the lockers above.
Are you ready for the
All
departure
other
brief?
items
Go
must
ahead.
be placed under
Okay,
the
it's going
seat
to
in
be a
front of you.
standard pushback
If
and
you are
start
sitting
off
by an
the gate.
emergency
Taxi
exit,
route will
all
be
of your
as assigned by
hand baggage
ATC.
is securely
It'll be
stowed in
left
the
seat
overhead
takeoff
locker, and
using
the crew will
rated
be happy
thrust
to assist.
with an assumed
We are here
temperature.
to help,
Planning
so
of flaps
please do not hesitate
25
to ask
takeoff.
any one of us
Anti-ice
for
will be
assistance.
off. In the event of a malfunction prior to V1, I will call either reject or continue. Standard low speed reject procedures below 80 knots. Between 80 knots and V1, I will only conduct a high-speed reject in the case of an engine fire or failure, predictive wind shear warning, or if there is any other condition that makes the aircraft unable or unsafe to take into the air. I will simultaneously close the thrust levers, disconnect the auto throttle, apply maximum manual braking or verify the operation of the RTO auto brake, apply maximum reverse thrust, verify the extension of the speed brake, and bring the aircraft to a complete stop and set the park brake. We will then run the appropriate checklist or evaluate our options. If you could monitor my actions, make the standard rejected takeoff calls, including any abnormalities you observe before advising ATC. From V1, or if the call is to continue, I will continue the takeoff as per the standard company procedures. We will climb to the MSA and track clear of local terrain. We are under our maximum landing weight, so we're okay to make an immediate return. Okay, all going well, the departure routing will be via the ATC assigned SID, complying with all published speed and altitude restrictions. We'll use NADP1. Flight directors are on, mine is master, yours is slave. Navigation radios are set and the NOTAMs and aircraft defect log have been reviewed. The local terrain and current weather pose a threat. We'll treat all GPWS terrain alerts as genuine and we won't rush any procedures today. Okay, any questions, comments or concerns?
No, it was excellent, so not today.
Departure brief complete.
Safety inspection checklist, please.
Safety inspection checklist. Surfaces and chocks.
Checked.
Maintenance status.
Checked.
Battery.
On.
Electric hydraulic pumps.
Second check.
Landing gear lever.
Down.
Ship's library.
Checked.
Safety inspection checklist complete.
APU on buses.
Roger. APU on the bus.
Thank you.
Cockpit to ground.
Go ahead.
Please disconnect the GPU and air.
Roger. Disconnected the GPU and air.
Cockpit to ground.
Go ahead.
Are we clear to pressurize the hydraulics?
Roger. You're clear to pressurize the hydraulics.
Thanks.
Captain, the GPU and air are disconnected.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, this is the captain speaking. We'll be pushing back in just a few minutes, and the weather conditions for our flight today are smooth and clear. So please sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight.
Hi, the passengers are seated.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks, it will be a long taxi. Thanks, it will be a long taxi. Let's see here. Before start procedures. Before start checklist to the line.
Before start checklist to the line. Phones.
Off.
Off. IRS mode selectors.
Have.
Gear pins.
Removed. Second check.
Light test.
Checked.
Oxygen.
Tested 100%.
Tested 100%. Your damper.
On.
Navigation transfer and display switches.
Auto. Second check.
Fuel.
Pumps on.
Cabin utility IFE.
On.
Emergency exit lights.
Armed. Second check.
Passenger signs.
On.
Window heat.
On.
Hydraulics.
Normal.
Air conditioning and pressurization.
Auto bleeds on set.
Pressurization mode selector.
Auto.
Instruments.
Cross check.
Auto brake.
RTO.
Speed brake lever.
Down detent. Down detent.
Parking brake.
Set.
Stabilizer trim cutout switches.
Check and set. Set and check.
Wheel well fire warning.
Checked.
Radios, radar and transponder.
Code check. Standby. Set and check.
Rudder and aileron trim.
3 and 0.
Takeoff briefing.
Completed. Discussed.
PA.
Completed.
FMC CDU.
Checked and set. Set and check.
N1 and IAS bugs.
Check and set. Set and check.
Stabilizer trim.
.8 units 0.0 set. Set and check.
EFB.
Airplane mode installed.
Airplane mode and stowed. Flight deck windows and cockpit door.
Closed. Closed. Locked.
Locked doors.
Closed.
Before start checklist completed to the line.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard. Please ensure that you've fastened your seatbelt, return your seat back and folding trays to their full upright positions, and store your carry-on luggage in either the overhead bins or under the seat in front of you. If you're seated next to an emergency exit, please carefully read the special instructions located near that exit. If you do not wish to perform any of the functions described in the event of an emergency, please inform a crew member so you may be reseated. At this time, we request that all portable electronic devices, such as cell phones or portable computers, be either powered off or put into airplane mode, as these devices devices may cause interference with the aircraft's navigational and communication equipment. We will notify you when it is safe to continue the use of these devices. We remind you that smoking aboard this aircraft, as well as tampering with, disabling, or destroying lavatory smoke detectors, is prohibited by law. If you have any questions about our flight, please don't hesitate to ask a crew member. Thank you for your attention. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the captain and crew, welcome aboard. Please make sure that your seat backs and trays are in their full upright position. Also, ensure that your seatbelt is correctly fastened. As well, any electronic equipment must be turned off. Thanks, and have a great flight.
We're all set to go up here. We've been cleared to push and start at your discretion.
Roger that, ready for push. Power and air are clear, doors closed. We are ready for pushback. Please, parking brake, please.
A pumps. Air conditioning packs.
Okay, parking brake is off, cleared to push.
Brakes off, here we go.
Lights off. Off. Off.
Anti-collision light.
On.
Are you sure? Parking brake.
Set. Released. Set and check.
Transponder.
Stand by.
Before start checklist complete.
Start sequence is 2 then 1.
Check.
Start engine 2.
Check.
Starting engine number 2.
Check. Oil pressure.
And 1.
Oil pressure. Starter cutout.
Starting engine number 1.
Check.
Ladies and
Number
gentlemen,
2
we will
is
now
stable.
commence the safety demonstration. Each aircraft may be different, so we'd appreciate your attention to the TV monitor closest to you.
Oil pressure.
Monitor number 1.
Starter cutout. Number 1 is stable.
Lobster 5. Before taxi checklist.
Before taxi checklist. Generators.
On.
Propane.
Off.
Anti-ice.
Off.
A pumps.
On.
Air conditioning.
Back outer bleeds on.
Isolation valve.
Auto.
Start switches.
Continuous.
APU.
Off.
Recall.
Checked.
Flight controls.
Flight controls check.
Ready.
Pull up. Center.
Check.
Pull down. Center.
Check.
Pull left. Center.
Check.
Pull right. right, center,
Check.
rudders, full left, center,
Check.
full right, center,
Check.
I control check complete, checked,
Flaps.
25 green light, 25 selected, 25 green light, 25 selected, 25 required, green light, set and check,
Stabilizer trim.
4.88 units, 0.0 set, 3 and 0, set and check,
Start levers.
idle detent,
Before taxi checklist complete.
clear on the left,
Clear right.
clear.
If I could have everyone's full attention while we review safety information about the experience. Seatbelt sign illuminates the fasten your seatbelt. Insert the metal fittings one into the other and tighten by pulling on the loose end of the strap. You can release your seatbelt by lifting the upper portion of the buckle. It's recommended that you keep your seatbelt fastened during the flight in case we experience turbulence. There's several emergency exits on this aircraft. Please take a moment now to locate the nearest exit to you. In some cases, your nearest exit is behind you. If you need to evacuate the aircraft, floor-level lighting will guide you toward the exit. Doors can be opened by moving the handle in the direction of the arrow. Each door is equipped with an inflatable slide which may also be detached and used as a life raft. Oxygen and air pressure are continuously monitored. In the event of a decompression, an oxygen mask will fall in front of you. Start the flow of oxygen, pull the mask towards you, and place it firmly over your mouth and nose. Secure the elastic band behind your head and breathe normally. Although the bag is not inflated, oxygen is flowing to the mouth. If you're traveling with a child or someone who needs assistance, secure your own mask first, then assist the other person. With your mask on, the crew member advises you to in the event of an emergency. Assume the bracing position, leaning forward with your hands on top of your head and your elbows against your thighs. Ensure your feet are flat on the floor. A life vest is located in a pouch under your seat or between the armrests. When instructed to do so, open the plastic pouch and remove the vest. Slip it over your head, pass the strap around your waist, and adjust to the front. Only when leaving the aircraft, place the vest by pulling firmly on the red cord. If you need to refill the vest, blow into the mouthpiece. Use the whistle and light to attract attention. Also, your seat bottom cushion can be used as a flotation device. Pull the cushion from the seat, slip your arms into the straps, and tuck the cushion to your chest. Electronic devices such as MP3 players, phones, and laptop computers may be used when the seatbelt sign is off or when permitted by the crew. Mobile phones must be turned off at all times. This is a non-smoking flight. Remember that damaging the smoke detectors located in the lavatories is prohibited by law. You will find this and all other safety information in the card located in the seat pocket in front of you. We strongly suggest you read it before takeoff. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask myself or one of our crew members. We wish you all an enjoyable flight.
Select strobe lights on,
Strobes going off.
select strobe lights on,
Strobes going off.
strobes on,
Before takeoff checklist to the line. Config. Flaps.
Selected 25, green light,
Are you sure? Stabilizer trim.
4.8 units set 0.0,
Takeoff briefing.
review,
Holding at cabin. Cabin.
secure,
Before takeoff checklist completed to the line.
below
Cabin crew, seats for departure. MCP. Transponder. Landing and strobes. Retracts. Before takeoff checklist complete.
Two seven zero timing.
Checked. Stabilize. Takeoff thrust set. Indications normal. $80 knots. Rotate. Positive climb. $400 feet. Speed checked, flaps 5. Speed checked, flaps 1. Speed checked, flaps up. Stand by. After takeoff checklist, air conditioning and pressurization. Set altimeters. After takeoff checklist complete.
Are you happy to release the cabin crew?